could do these videos, and that's where I'm happy at, because Twitter don't bother me now. So if I get kicked off it don't matter. But as I've just said before, 30 minutes came up. What's happened is I managed to get back on Twitter through my lawyer just to prove a point, because I had to be in my bonnet for about 10 days over it, and eventually I got my own way. And usually most things I ever go at in life I'm usually very good at, and I get my own way at. If not, well, speak to people who know me, who really know me, not people who dislike me because of what I say on Twitter. Speak to people who know me. Big heart, and I'm a trier. Alright, always remember that. So Twitter don't really bother me, but YouTube does. I would be devastated if I got banned on YouTube. Look at him here signalling me out looking. Woman. But, listen to this, but YouTube's in Rico's name, and he's got some legal experience. He's a marketing guy, and he won't let me put anything out there or comment on anything that gets him into trouble. So you're never going to get the YouTube channel blocked, never ever ever, because I can't comment on it, because Rico will just pack in working with me, because he's already told me. So I don't want to do it with you if you. He does it for love of sport like me. So the YouTube's not going to get blocked. The Twitter I ain't really bothered about. The Instagram I can't work, so I'm a dum-dum, stuff like that. So had a good time, haven't I? Oh. 12 mile. Had a good time. So really, you trolls are not going to get one up on me, are you? That's about that! Baby! We're now going over the River Humber Bridge. We're going to get in close. Oh, I'm excited about this game tonight. Really excited. If I can just drink shandy, I'll win these 3 matches here and I'll get the money. If I can just drink shandy. I've got it. If I can just drink shandy, stay sober. Last year I wasn't sober. I got beat. I got to the final, won 2 matches. By the time third one, I was staggering about all over the place. I was going like that. But I'll win here today. I'll drink shandy and I'll win. I'll win this. Feel alright. You know, if you feel alright, you have a good shower, haircut, have a good shower, have a nail manicure, put some hand cream on, feel good about yourself. Splash of the old Lacoste. What do you reckon? Like a bit of Lacoste. I'll put a bit of this on. You never know, I might even pull. What do you reckon? You never know, do you? Put that in there. Get cruise control. I tell you what, it's a windy road this, out to East Yorkshire. I wouldn't like to think I were coming this way every day. But yeah, I think I'll win. But getting back to boxing, does Huey beat Pulev? We spoke about that, didn't we, yesterday or the day before? Yeah, I think he does. I think he does. Somebody said something about me over on one of them comments, because I read the YouTube comments, so keep them coming. Keep them YouTube comments coming. But remember, dislike the videos. Put loads of dislikes. Just dislike them all. Put as many dislikes as you can, because I've got a bet on with somebody. I'm going to try and get as many dislikes as I can. Don't press like, press dislike, and you win me some money. I forgot what we're going to say now, but I think Huey beats him. There's another fight I wanted to talk about now. Billy Joe Saunders against Andrade. You know what? I was thinking about that fight last night, and I think, doesn't it show you how Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, how they're willing to put their grievances to one side and help each other for money? Now, for Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren's tried to work with Eddie Hearn for 8 years. 8 years. And the only time he's worked with him were 3 fights. Frankie Gavin fight, I think were a John Ryder, Billy Joe Saunders, Frankie Gavin, Skeet, and Skeet Eggington. I might be wrong, but I think that's the only 3 fights that Eddie and Frank have put on, and that one only because the fighters had nowhere else to go. Anything else, Eddie has blocked Frank Warren. So Eddie deciding to work with Frank Warren, I can assure you, they both needed each other. People might say, no, it's business, Porky, it's business. Come on, look what Eddie Hearn's turning over. It was business when it could have been frotched cleverly. They didn't want to work with Frank. There's been other fights that didn't want to work with them. They didn't want to work with them at all. He's had to work with him. Had to do. Because who's Eddie Hearn got? Who has he got? He hasn't really got anybody. After Joshua, who's he got? Who's he got? Who's Eddie got after Anthony Joshua? I don't think he's got anybody who's pay-per-view unless it's right fight. I mean, Kell Brook were pound for pound number 10 in Ring Magazine. What's happened to Kell Brook? God, he could have been our Terry Norris him. He is multi-skilled. But bad matchmaking's ruined his career. Matchmaking at the wrong time. I'm not saying he hasn't been trained properly. They've obviously done a good job with him, haven't they, from day one. He's been with Ingles from day one, but God, he shouldn't have been in with Golovkin, because that's ruined the rest of his career, hasn't it now? He'll mentally damaged, physically in his face, and you wouldn't have gone for Errol Spence straight after that fight. I mean, Errol Spence has got the same KO ratio as Golovkin, hasn't he, or similar. I feel for Kell Brook in a way. So, I don't feel for much else of that end of town, but I feel for Kell Brook. So has anybody got any ideas on whether threatening phone call off? I know people are coming out with utter crap on the comment section, but why would I want to put crap out when I've had 8 emails off Eddie and Barry? A couple of people I've showed them in boxing who I can trust. I'm not going to say who. But thank you very much, Eddie and Barry, for replying. I've got a little tiny bit of respect for you for that. And who knows, maybe somebody took it upon themselves to ring me from your office. But how do they breach these? How do they breach these phones? How do they breach them? Eh? How? How do they breach them? It's impossible, isn't it? It's impossible, isn't it? Impossible. But so it is what it is, isn't it? Let's see who we can ring. Let's ring this guy here. He's a big Fury fan. You've probably seen him. He's called Paul Warrington. Let's give him a bit of kudos. Not answering. Could have made him a star today, couldn't I?
Welcome to the O2 messaging set.
No, you missed your chance. No. I like this kid here. Tyler Denny. Middleweight, nice kid. Nobody's in, are they, on a bank holiday Monday? They're all in pub, aren't they?
I'll call you back when I can.
When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
How you doing, Tyler? Alright, mate, it's Russell. I hope you're alright, mate. I just thought I'd give you a ring, see if you're alright. I haven't spoke to you for a bit. You take care, mate. Alright, mate, cheers. Let's see what else we've got on here. Tommy the Guru Allen, should we ring him? The Tominator. Tommy Chadburn. Can't ring Tommy Chadburn, I'll ring his fucking neck, he owes me 200 quid. Oh bastard. He's fucking swerving me like the plague, aren't you, Tommy? Tesco Joe. How's he ended up in my phone library? Terry Dooley, Terry Chap and Dharma. See how far now? 12 mile on this road, 11.8 mile. Nobody wants to speak to Porky today, they're saying, fuck off Porky, we don't want to speak to you, it's bank holiday. Hello?
Harry.
I'm just in camera, I'm on my way to play that pool match in Hull. Well, it's like a little mini tournament. So I'm just on my way over there now, it's just over end of Driffield, but I've got camera on in car, so I just thought I'd ring you and chat boxing for my next 20 minutes at journey, is it? Let's have a look.
Well, you can do, mate, but I'm in the bar.
You're in the Bath? 3:24 estimated time of arrival. Well, you could talk to me in Bath, can't you? What's the matter with you? Go on, I'll have a quick 5 minutes with me then.
Alright.
How are you doing, Terry?
Nah, mate, it's good to have you back on Twitter.
Yeah, well, do you know what, Terry? Twitter's changed in them 10 days. It's become, people are more vindictive. I've had, somebody's been down to the pitch that I share with my friend in Dennerby, and they've tipped a load of rubbish. I got a phone call off a withheld number and it said, you better stop criticising Matchroom fighters, you fat bastard, you nonce. And what can you do, mate? But we've found a coffee table that's marble in all the rubbish. My mate's going to have it, it's cracked, but he's going to get it repaired. It's a good one as well. So, but...
You know what it is, mate? They just hate your success.
I know, I don't think it's anything Eddie Hearn sent. I think it's just people who want to just jump on the bandwagon because they get a bit of publicity on my channel now, ain't they? But I'm not bothered anyway. I've only got 3 cars on there now anyway, and things are going to be changing once I move in 2 weeks, so do you know what I mean? They can do what they want out there. It ain't really my problem, but I feel embarrassed because I know it's down to me. So I've got, you know, my pal who's got the windy place where I took you for a meal next door. He's going to come out and drop a skip down, so it's cost me 40 quid, but it's inconvenient. But they are dedicated to the cause, aren't they? They are dedicated to the cause. To be honest with you, I was fucking filming, mate, last night, but what can you do?
I don't understand why I'm not going to like you.
Do you know what I mean? I'm a likeable guy if people get to know I'm likeable. It's just that...
Nah, whoa, come on, Porky. You're likeable in person.
I can be very critical of boxers, can't I? I'm still good at shows, people don't say out to me. I sneak in a disguise. I suppose
mate, that's the game. That's the game. How much shit can you talk to someone and never go to a show?
like Brian King.
The fucking lot of it. I mean, that whole West Coast mafia thing in Scotland, you know, I mean, it's horrible, nasty fuckers.
The funny thing about this episode with me though, Terry, is I were banned on Twitter, but I had an account. I didn't set another one up. I already had one ages ago, and my kid's mum used to use it odd time. Now it was laid dormant for ages, right? And it were called Trump Train, and it ended up with loads of followers. So I came back on Twitter, and everybody said you bought all these followers, but I didn't say what had gone on because obviously I didn't want anybody to know that, you know, I've been banned. But obviously they figured it out in the end. Somebody grasped me up over the Joshua tweet, and then Twitter said, look, you were banned anyway. So then when I explained it all to them, now the Joshua tweet had 507 complaints. Now I said to the woman, how many other tweets have they complained about me? Because I want to know, because I filed what they call a report. She said nearly every single tweet I put out. and there were like between 400 and 600 complaints. So it just shows you that there's a band of brothers out there. Now, she said there were 507 complaints, but off 58 accounts. So Celia got me back on. But I'm not, do you know, to be honest with you now, I'm not really all that bothered now. I've got back on and I'm sort of like happy I've got a bit of closure. Are you with me? But I'm not really bothered. It ain't because I lost all the followers, because I only really had about 2,000 anyway. The other 10,000 were Trump fans from election. But I think the shine's gone off Twitter lately. I think there's that many people now, a team Matchroom, and they're dead against, I've got plenty of time left, they're dead against anything that's against Matchroom, aren't they? Do you see where I'm coming from, Terry?
Nah, look, the thing is, you've got to be smart with it though, right? Like you're just dropping bombs continuously, so you kind of make a rod for your own back. What
Bomb
you've got to do sometimes is...
I always know I'll be good at something.
Sometimes you just got to sit back, mate.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I mean, somebody says to me, why don't you set another account up? I says, then you don't get the kudos, do you? If you set another account up, I want the credit for digging this information out. Obviously everybody knows I'm a bit of a box rec geek, and I've read the British Boxing Board of Control book, WBA, WBC, all the sanctioning body books. I know I'm all off by heart. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the rules are being broke every day by all the sanctioning bodies, even the British Boxing Board of Control. Now, we know, me and you, Terry, don't we, from stuff I've showed you, that fighters are not getting paid, are they? We're not going to say any names.
Don't throw me under the bus.
Oh, alright then, sorry. Well, I know fighters are not getting paid on time. Fighters are not getting paid on time. Hey, listen, I'll be honest with you, I'll swear to God, right? Dennis will ring me soon and he'll go, oh, you had to put your oar in, didn't you, over Liam Cameron's, didn't you, on your channel? They're getting too big for the boots. I'll say you should pay your fighters more. Yeah, I don't. Listen, I've got a soft spot for Danana, but I always stick it to him about fighters, and you know that, don't you, Terry? I'm all for fighters. I'm like Jamie Moore. I think fighters should be appreciated. Should be paid on time, shouldn't they? That's what I think. Or paid more. I know people say. Go on, go on.
But then that's your problem, isn't it? If you want fighters to get paid on time, you got to side with her.
Yeah, they pay you. Eddie Earn pays you on the night, and his daddy, Bazza, they pay you on the night up to like 100 grand. No messing about. Now, if you go through British Boxing Board of Controls, if you go through the stages of what money you get, they have to be paid. You can be paid between a week or 3 weeks or longer. After 3 weeks, it's for pay-per-view money. But Eddie pays them on night, doesn't he? He has all checks on the inside of his pocket. Fighters want to get paid on night. They've got that. If you're going to fight on a Frank Warren show for 100 grand, or you're going to fight on an Eddie Earn show for 80, you're going to go with Eddie, aren't you?
Yeah, you would. Look, for all the stick you give him, let's be brutally honest, he's the best guy doing it right now.
Yeah.
The only problem we have with Hearn is that he always said he was a hardcore promoter. He always said he'd give the hardcore the fights they wanted, and he's gone back on that year after year. That's the problem with Hearn. All the other stuff I don't mind. I mean, if you want to go to America, fine. The Americans will savage you, whatever. But it's when you stop being that guy saying, look, let's make the fight the hardcore one.
Yeah.
That's when it's like, well, mate, explain yourself. So what are you now?
Yeah. I see what you mean, mate. I see what you mean.
But apart from that, if you got a young fighter right now, you're telling them fine return. You're going to get publicity, you're going to get profile, and you're going to get...
Bob Arum pays them on night as well, because I can remember when I went to Jersey and I spoke to Dennis, I asked him what was Bob Arum like. He says, fantastic. So he's been out for meals with Bob Arum and that, and he used to say, Bob's great, pays them on night and everything, they're all well looked after and that. Anything they want, they get sorted, you know. They have somebody like me go running about sorting everything, don't they? He just said everything gets paid, and that's why he's lasted so long, innit?
That's the difference between businessmen and hustlers. Like, businessmen
and what, Terry?
the difference between businessmen and hustlers.
Hustlers, yeah, you're probably right, mate. Yeah, you're probably right.
You got some promoters just trying to nick a few quid here and there, like, yeah, if I can turn over a profit, nice, and they'll shaft the fighter. But you got guys like Hearn, you got guys like Steve Goody, you got guys like Bob Arum who will say, well, actually, I need to build a business model that's going to work for 5 or 10 years. And the key part of that is make sure your fighters are happy, then they stay with you.
Yeah, I'm just going by the Humber Bridge. See that, boys and girls? That's the Humber Bridge, the biggest single span bridge in the world. I'm just tilting camera to Humber Bridge. But yeah, you're right, mate. If I were a young fighter and I were 18-year-old, 20-year-old, you'd want to go with Eddie Hearn, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I know that pains me to see it, but they're top outfit at the moment in the world. They're more top rank, innit?
Heyman's guys are getting paid.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
There you go, D. Now you're going to start being nice to Hearn.
No, I'm not going to be nice to him. He just pays them on night, doesn't he? He just pays people on the night, and that's good. I'm a big fan of that. There's no worse. I've spoke to people and that. I'm not going to say any names, and I've had people ringing me up going on about money, and they want even Dennis's fighters. They were other people's fighters and telling me this and that, and it's like I'm nagging on. I said, well, look, I can hardly bring that up on channel, can I? And they're like, no. They just said, what do you reckon I should do? And I said, well, I mean, the logical thing is to go to board, but people can say that's grassing, but to me, grassing is going to police. I don't think going to board's grassing. You want paying, don't you? It's like going to your boss at a factory, innit? And asking for your money, or going and taking it to managing directors, innit? You know, does that sound right, yeah?
Yeah.
But, so, that's what I think anyway about it all. It's, so, it is what it is, isn't it? But one of them things, mate, innit? Boxing's boxing, innit? It'll never get sorted. It'll always have problems. I mean, how could the government take over it? There'd be court cases, wouldn't there? These people won't allow them to take it over, would they? And if somebody like Anthony Joshua wants to make a statement and be like somebody like Ali, he needs to stop praying in mosques, and he needs to fight the proper fights like Ali did. Instead of making his son look like Ali, wearing the same clothes and acting like Ali, he needs to fight people like Ali, and he needs to bin all them belts he's got if he beats Wilder. Because if he bins every belt, everybody else will follow suit, won't they?
It's a tricky one. So,
You think?
If Joshua's a Muslim, and I think we can accept that at some point he's converted in the last few years or so, I've no problem with that. I mean, just be yourself. Tell the public, say this is who I am. Fine. Yeah. We either like it or we don't. Get on with it. Yeah. In terms of them fighting people, he's made it hard for himself. Yeah. Because he's got to fight Wilder. Because it was so close before. The fans don't want to hear anything that's not Wilder. But I imagine Wilder and Fury will be together for at least 2 fights, if not 3. Yeah,
I've heard Tyson's going to have 2 fights for him. That's what I've heard off a very, very, very good source. That's an exclusive. They're going to have 2 fights. That's why Ern's saying it's not going to be Wilder in April. They're going to have 2, aren't they? They're going to have one in England, one in America.
So they'll fight one, and I imagine, I don't want to say there'll be an agreement, I don't think it'll be true, but it'll be a boxing match, it will go the distance, and then there'll be a rematch, and then they'll both go for it in the rematch. Yeah. They're both going to get 10 mil apiece. Who's to say Tyson will even be bothered about boxing after that? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I've heard a little whisper they're trying to sort the Ring Magazine belt on the line at the moment. That's what I've heard. But I don't think they can, because they'll be breaking the rules, won't they? Ring Magazine?
The rules don't matter anymore.
No? 1 mile to go. No, don't you think? I mean, why do we even need belts now? Joshua, why would he want to pay all them massive sanctioning fees? Jesus! They're all grouped together to get the what is it, 3% of the gate, Terry, that they get each belt?
3% of the gate or 3% of the growth?
Yeah, or the 3% of the growth, each belt. So he's going to lose 12% of 15 million quid or 20. In fact, he's getting 20 million into this. No, 25 in it. He's getting 25 into this time because he's only paying Povetkin 5, whereas Vladimir got 15, didn't he, before? Joshua got 15. He's getting 25 million, isn't he?
Nah,
dollars, $25 million, isn't it?
Nah, do the numbers right? Let's say Wembley sells out. Best case scenario. Well, what is that?
Stub up. Don't forget stub up.
80 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Wembley. Pay-per-view, that's not going to do $1 million. It'll do about 600,000 at 20 quid a pop.
Parker did 1.5, didn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Didn't it now? Didn't it now? I saw that on the phone. In fact, I was listening to a new podcast last night called McGregor Boxing Stars. It's really good, honestly. I've listened to a few. Tune into that. McGregor Boxing Stars, an Irish kid, and I'm sure they said they did 1.5 million.
Yeah,
he might have it wrong. He might have it wrong.
Do the numbers right. There's only about 10 million people that subscribe to Sky. So you're telling me 1 in 8 people in this country watch Triple Boxing? I don't think that's true. On a Saturday night, that's not true.
Yeah. Well, even if they get 600,000 at 20 quid, that's 12 million.
So the overall pot, roughly, throw in a couple of million from the zone, is about 32 mil.
Yeah.
Sky going to take half the pay-per-view. Wembley going to take about a quarter of the gate. So what are you floating around into that?
Wembley's 650 grand, isn't it, to hire?
Nah, it's on a percentage deal.
Oh, are they? Oh my God.
Of course they are.
That's how Aaron's covered then every time, innit? That's if it flops, he don't have to pay a big fee out, does he? When Froch fought at Wembley, it were 500 grand and they put it up since then.
Well, no, because Wembley figured out,
I've missed
the Joshua guy sells out every time. Why are we just giving them a flat fee? We lose out. There's only 2 other venues they could choose, right? They could only choose the Millennium or Twickenham.
Yeah.
And the problem with the Millennium is no one really wants to go to the no hotels, and the problem with Twickenham is you can't really get there. Wembley's probably the best option overall. So they know, look, give us 10%, give us 20% of the overall, and we're good. So Wembley's got money problems as well, hasn't it? That's why they're trying to sell it.
What? Who's trying to sell Wembley? Government?
The FA.
FA? Why?
Hey, it costs a lot more than they budgeted for, and they're not really getting the money they thought they would.
Oh, I didn't know that, mate. See? Oh, Porky slow. Not exactly Mr. Current Affairs, am I? But you're a big football fan though, Terence, aren't you?
Yeah, you're just giving me all these different names, man.
Tel, Terence, and the Seven Wolves. How's Andy anyway? Is he alright?
How's it?
Andy. Off the pod.
Which one?
Andy White, is it?
He's alright, man. He's happy. He's just enjoying life.
And how's the other guy? Transformers, robots in disguise. How's he?
But we can't have Martin being bullied on any form.
Martin being bullied by Eduardo. Edward John.
Right now.
Hey?
No. Martin's alright, man. He'll be back.
He's a nice guy. Well, when Rico comes up to see me at end of September, I'm taking him to. Are you coming with him? You're stopping at mine, aren't you?
Depends when it is now. I've got weddings and stuff, so I don't know.
28th.
I've got a wedding on the 29th.
Ah, well, 29th's a Sunday.
No, it is.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, isn't it? Well, it's 20.
No, 29th's is Saturday.
Saturday, is it? Alright then. Well, what I'm going to say to you is, my friend, he'll have to come up on his own then, but when I take him back, oh, you'll not be there then if I take him back, he could get training to London from Milton Keynes with you, couldn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing on the Sunday yet, so I have to, it depends if I survive the Saturday.
Alright then. Well listen, it's going to go this now, Terry, so you take care.
Good luck to your tournament, mate. Bring home that.
Gee, I'm just here now. I'm at a pub called the Cumbells or something. Whatever, they're all like, look at that, look, aren't they waiting for Porky? They're all going to do me in, look at them lot. I'm going to take all the money off them. Right, you take care, pal.
Mate,
See you, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.